Hi guys, it's about 9:15 right now here in New England. Well, a fire weather watch is in effect. Just be careful if you're going to be out. Winds will be gusting up to 30 miles per hour. You also want to make sure your hat is on good because you don't want that blowing away. And then of course, just be careful because any fires that are sparked, yeah, might spread to your neighbor's yard. They might sue you. You might get in. You might have to pay out some money. I don't think you want that to happen, or even your own yard. Have to re have to redo all the grass. That's a big pain in the neck. So just don't do it. This is prime weather for fires. Tonight, mostly cloudy. We're gonna be talking about frosts, and more frosts this week. We're going to be talking about lots of frosty weather tonight, tomorrow night. Well, actually, tonight and tomorrow night and Thursday night and Friday night and Saturday night. The real core of the frost will be actually Friday night, where we'll be getting down into the upper 20s, lower 30s. And actually Thursday night as well. So you want to make sure that if you have any plants out there, which I hope you don't, but if you do, cover them up. Okay, so of course, our next shot at some H2O comes in on Sunday night. Okay, that's when we have a front coming through. Monday during the day, we might be a little bit cloudy. We might have some shower, and then we get some good shots at some rain beginning of next week. And I would say be careful because there may even be some other types of precipitation along with that. If you look at Monday night, look at this. 34 degrees. Prime temperature for snow. All right, so we'll be watching out for that. That'll be again Monday night. We'll be watching out for that. These are the models. Okay, these are the good old models that we all look at. This is the NAM model. Who cares about the name? But of course, I say the name just so you know it's differentiated, because if you just saw the screens, they'd all look the same. This is the NAM model. And you can see that this is a cool down that'll be coming in here. Expect maybe some lower 50s, low to mid 50s, probably on Friday. And again, yes, during the nighttime hours, it'll be getting pretty chilly out there. And then, of course, we start warming things up by the weekend. And I'm watching this storm off the coast, how this thing is going to go about. Now, it looks like this thing is going to go out, but this is actually something we need to watch. It's not for the fact that it might come north, okay? It's not for the fact that we need to watch the track if it's going to go more to the north. It's what it does afterwards, and you'll see what I mean in the longer range model. So this is, of course, this goes out 120 hours, and you can see that this is, of course, there's the warm up for tomorrow. I don't know why this is going slow, but it is. Okay, here we go. And then, of course, there's that cool down for the midweek, for Thursday, and for Thursday. Get ready for that. And then, of course, there's that little storm. Now, this indicates that the storm just goes out, does nothing. However, we need to watch out for that because it could be doing something additional. Now, here's that next shot of some H2O that comes in here by Monday. Okay, so we'll see what happens with that. Okay, this is, of course, yet again the longer range model, and this indicates that there's that warm up and then there's that cool down. This indicates that there's a shot. This indicates that there's a pretty good shot that we might actually get some thunderstorms in here. Whether that happens or not, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see. And then, of course, there's that very deep trough by the end of next week. Cool air from Canada. Get ready. All right, now this is, of course, the long-range model. This is the GFS model, and this indicates there's that cooler air. Now, there's that little storm that I'm watching out for, okay? And the GFS says, hey, this cool air from Canada is actually going to stick around. Whether this actually happens or not, I'm not sure yet. But look at what this storm is doing, okay? I'll keep an eye on this storm right here, okay? I want you to look at what this is doing. It comes up, it looks like it's going to miss us, but then look it comes right into New England, okay? If this happens, and I am saying a big IF, all right? I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying it won't. I'm saying if it happens, we could be in for some pretty rude awakenings here. We could be talking about some pretty interesting weather that comes in here. You can see this big, huge trough in the north. Look at that. That's an intense trough. We're talking North Dakota, Minnesota. We're talking practically the whole entire northern portion of the country being invaded by cold air. This digging all the way through Virginia. Okay? I'm not sure if this is actually going to happen yet, but we'll see. Look at this storm that forms out in the Central Plains. Look at what North Dakota could be getting. Holy crud. That's a ton of snow that they could be getting. We could be talking about some good foots or more out into that region. Then we talk about some rain that comes in here towards, I would say, the beginning of the following week. And then, of course, we watch out for that storm, and it may be doing a good something for us for the middle to the end of the following week. But let me say a few things before we really start saying, oh my God, there's a chance of snow in the forecast. This is way far out. This will change, okay? And it's April. It's April, folks. We're not talking that this is February or January or December. We're talking it's April, all right? Nevertheless, we are in for some rainy weather. I see that as practically as it's going to happen. We're going to get some rain. But whether it's snow, that's the billion-dollar question. Whether it happens or not, I'm not sure yet. Again, the GFS is hinting at there could be some snow. We'll have to see what's gonna happen here. But I do see, nevertheless, a good shot at some coatings or inch or 2 inches over the next several weeks. But other than that, I don't see whether we're going to get an actual plowable event. Not sure. If you live in northern New England, yeah, I see that as it's going to happen. I see 6 inches or more not out of the question for people who live in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. Definitely. Around here, it gets a little more tricky. Okay, there's a little bit more. It's a little tricky, but I do see a big deepening trough coming in here, and that's a pretty major thing, at least in my opinion. So, stay tuned, and I will be giving you more updates. But of course, enjoy this week. Oh, it's going to be gorgeous out there. It's going to feel like spring has sprung, and essentially it has. So of course, just enjoy this wonderful weather. Easter is going to be a beauty. We're talking about 60s. There could be some regions in Connecticut that hit close to 70 degrees. There will be days like that over this upcoming month, but there won't be a lot of them. It'll be tomorrow and Easter will be the prime days for beautiful weather. Other than that, it'll be generally at to below average. I see it as of right now. With, like I said, there are some pretty good chances of some rain and questionable right now on snow. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But, of course, stay tuned. And, of course, tomorrow, 5 o'clock, we'll be I have a half-hour show live, and it's on blogtalkradio.com. Okay, when you go there, search New England Storm Radio. New England Storm Radio. Type that out into the search bar. You will get my page, and, of course, click on there. I will also post the link to the video on my Facebook page and also on my blog and stuff like that. Actually, it's already up on my blog. So I hope to see you all there. And, of course, tomorrow I'll be taking in calls as well. Ask your questions. Ask away with your questions. I'm here. I'm open. Ask me anything weather related. And, of course, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But, of course, have a great rest of your Tuesday, folks, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, everyone.